Collector Corral with Jim Minted back, and today we have an informational video. So today we will be inspecting two different cases from Lorcana. This is from the Fabled collection that just recently got released. Both of these are booster box cases. So the one on the right hand side was shipped when it first came out, and as you can tell, it was double boxed. Reason for that is because this beautiful tape is as clean as possible. This one's a little bit has extra adhesive there, and that's because I had to take out the shipping label. As much as I love you guys, I don't need unnecessary visitors. All right, and then we can see here, both of these are essentially letting us know that it was part of the first release. Reason for that is because we have this beautiful date here and the sticker letting the corporation, the company, the individual who got this essentially from, you know, their supplier, that they're not supposed to release this before this date, right? So that's how you know if it's the first release. Usually other releases don't have that. They just let you know, like, hey, you know, it's the moment they get it, they can just ship it out. So I also want you to pay close attention to the tape. So this one, as you can tell, is dirty. And not just like in the way that it looks, but there is an additional tape that's been put on this versus this one that's just one clean streak, right? This one has essentially three. So that basically lets me know that this was resealed. This was not. So again, continue on with our inspection in the bottom. That's the front, the top, the front, and the back. Okay, so this one's a little bit more beat up, as you can tell. This one's a little bit more pristine with the, you know, except for that right there. For storing long term, if you do buy cases, you probably want them as clean as possible. This does have a little bit of dings here and there, but for me, this is perfect. I don't mind. And again, let's take a look at the tape. If you can tell, it's only a single streak there and there, so that's two. This can cause a concern, however, it doesn't seem like it was lifted. If it did, then we would see some like cardboard damage there. So let's get on to the box that could be resealed. The one that's pristine, I bought it from a reputable seller that I've been buying for some time now. This one was a new individual that I used their company on eBay, and they essentially shipped it out a couple weeks after release. And now that I'm taking a closer look at it, there seems to be two labels, right? Like there's a red label underneath this label. Let me zoom it in for you guys right there. See it? I don't think this one has that. Nope. See, this one does not have that. This one's just one clean red streak right there with nothing else. So yeah, this gives me the vibes that it was resealed. Definitely opened up. Not sure if it came from Ravensburger that it was messed up, but I do see a 25, so September 25th. So maybe, you know, maybe it just came like that from the factory, right? But yeah, 1, 2, 3. See that? One right there, one right there, one right here. That gives to me resealable vibes. And then in the camera, not sure if you guys can pick it up, but in the lighting, there's one tape streak here, and then there's another tape streak here. So there's two. Same thing here. 1, 2, 3. I like to keep my cases sealed as possible. However, seeing how this does appear like it was open, I am going to have to open this case to verify that the contents in here is actually all 4 of them are fabled. With this one, I don't have much of an issue. I do trust that seller. I've been using them for over a year now, and they haven't failed me with cases in the past, so I do feel comfortable with that. Not only that, but there isn't no other signs of it, like being retaped or having a different, you know, seal on it. This is different than Pokemon. Pokemon does have the stop tape on here, right? Whenever it's like a case. Lorcana does not have that, so it's very important to make sure you're checking your cases when buying them. One, to ensure it's only essentially 1 line here, 1 line here, like this one. When it comes to the tape, what I mean by that is 1 streak, 1 streak. It's not like 2, right? This one, excuse me, it's not up here, it's down here. So there's 1 streak here, and then there's one right underneath it. And then on the other side, make sure that obviously it's clean on the top. This is the other side, and on the bottom. And then on the other side, again, 1 streak here and another streak here. Only 2, right? This one does not have that. 1, 2, 3. So not sure if you guys are able to see that on the camera, but I am gonna open up this case just to ensure that the contents inside is what I ordered. I don't want to do it though, but that right there too just seems a little sketch. Like, why would you have to put another one on top of it, right? All right. Damn. I was really hoping to have 2 beautiful cases. This one's already kind of damaged anyways, but I wonder if that came from the manufacturer. All right, guys. Breaks my heart to want to open this case, to be honest with you all, but look, that right there already tells me it was open before. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it. Screw it. Why beat around the bush when I can already see evidence of it being opened, of having another slice of tape put over it? So nice. Don't know what that was all about, but okay. This is a first, seeing boxes like that are like extra, kind of, they're usually more tight, right? D519. So I can already tell it has 2 different numbers. Can you tell? This one here has D519. This one has D522. Okay. Okay, I guess they're all sealed like that. I don't know, y'all. If you guys have a booster box, let me know if it looks like this. This one's stupidly damaged. This one has a D522 cert, I believe. D519. Yeah. See, these are from the same batch. It's the same box. D522, D522. D521. D519. Okay, so we have 2 from the same lot number. This is a 3rd lot number. So yeah, that tells me that they are not from the same case. Now, if you have more experience opening Lorcana cases, please feel free to let me know in the comments below if that's normal. Like if you've opened up a case in the past, are all the same lot numbers the same, or do they vary like they do here? This is essentially my first time opening a Lorcana case. I do have this one sealed. I have an open quote-unquote case from Reign of Jafar, but that one I already knew was coming from like different lots, because I know it wasn't from the same, it wasn't released the same date and all that good stuff, essentially when I put the order in. But with this one, you know, when you see this type of sticker on here and you see it sealed up, you figured, oh yeah, you know, this is like a case. Well, it's an open case. It was mashed up together by different lot numbers. Anybody out there with more experience with Lorcana cases than me, if y'all can comment down below and share that, you know, in fact, all lot numbers should be the same, or if they do come differently, please feel free to let me know. I know there's some people out there that open up cases chasing enchanteds and whatnot. So if you can verify that, that'd be great, as I don't want to lead people astray in case, you know, they do buy cases in the future. But essentially, that does it for this video. So remember, always check the tape. Always ensure that if you do have an extra tape on there, then that means it's not a sealed case. It may be a case in the fact that you get 4 booster boxes, but if it's not sealed like this, then I would open it up like I did with this one, just to verify that all 4 booster boxes in there are indeed from the set that you're ordering. Unfortunately, there are some bad actors in any sort of hobby that may involve money or collectibles. We've seen stories of people being fooled with Pokemon base sets, first editions with G.I. Joe cards in them. And, you know, just always CYA yourself, verify. If you have any doubts, it's best to just double check like I did. Sometimes it may suck because you want to keep a sealed case, but it's always best to know that you got what you ordered versus just having it sitting there for a long time. And then if you're going to make a sale, or if you're going to open it with your kids down the road, you have a really crazy surprise knowing that whatever you ordered was not in the box. So this is just an informational video for all of us to keep in mind. And yeah, so Lorcana, I'll probably have to do something with the booster box that's damaged in here. As much as I would like to keep it sealed, that will not be the case. But let's not finish the video on a bad note. And let's actually, that's right guys, let's actually open up some packs. Well, it's just gonna be one. It's gonna be Goof. Ooh, y'all know what I think when I open up a pack and it matches the outer sleeve, right? I always say it's better luck. So let's do it. Let's see what we get today. And if you follow me, yes, I already have my sealable inner sleeves ready to go for these. But I won't bore you guys with that story, since I've already given you a lot of information today when it comes to cardboard. Believe it or not, there is a premium to pay on sealed cases. So I just want to make sure that if you are watching this video, that you are being, you know, protected in a sense, well, at least with information wise, that you know what you're getting, so you can't be fooled. Because if you don't have the experience, or you don't know what you're looking for, somebody can try and pull a fast one on you, and then you pay that extra premium when in reality it was just 4 booster boxes with some extra tape over cardboard. Okay, also Dewey, Dinner Bell, John Silver, and our foil for today is 4 dozen eggs. Beautiful. See, with these you can actually tell that they're foil, right? Not like the first chapter or anything before Fabled, which is a little bit harder to tell. And another piece to the power line puzzle. All right. All right, everybody, Collector Corral out. Gem minted. Enjoy your day. Hopefully this information helps you in the future. We're out.